Bonjour, comment ça va? Welcome to Mark Learns French. So that's about the best I can do at the moment. I can tell you that I know a lot of words in French now, at least in terms of initially recognizing, and I'm actually quite thrilled about that. I'm also doing easily a half hour to an hour of French exposure. Now, that means a couple of things. First, I'm still doing the very basics of pronouncing the alphabet correctly and learning the sounds of French correctly. And I'm also doing a few other things. For example, when I am just piddling around the house, I will turn on YouTube and listen to something in French. And usually I listen to Français avec Pierre. I absolutely happen to think he is so handsome. So, what can I say? You know, whatever gets me to the French lesson is what gets me to the French lesson. However, I do enjoy listening to him and the woman that he works with, Marie. Between the two of them, they're absolutely marvelous together. And I appreciate both of them way beyond just how handsome he is. He does a very, very good job. Today, one of the things that became very interesting to me was I was driving in my car and I was listening to Français avec Pierre, and the next thing that came up, because I had no control over what was going on YouTube since I was only listening to it and not watching it, was a kid's class of a teacher saying the sound, then saying a word that goes with the sound, and then having the class repeat it. And I found that absolutely fascinating and fabulous because, you know, I really am in first and second grade. I really am in first and second grade. And so the other thing that became very interesting was that scrolled through into other kid things, and it even scrolled to the Little Prince, Le Petit Prince, something like that. Anyways, which a number of people have recommended that I not only listen to but read. And there's some children's books that are written by someone who teaches French. And I don't know what those are at the moment, but if I get them, I will include them in the description. The point is that I'm exposing myself to the sounds. I'm doing my practice, I'm doing my Anki cards, I'm building my Anki card deck, and I'm also just exposing myself to constantly listening to French, whether I understand it or not. And another thing that I discovered yesterday, there's this YouTube channel called Not Even French. And this is a woman from New Zealand who is an expat and lives in Paris and has for about, I think 5, maybe 8 years. I'm not quite sure. Anyways, she brings a lot of insight into French thought and French culture. And I find that absolutely fascinating. And I believe that it is also imperative because I believe that will help with the language as well. Because if I understand the culture behind it, then I believe that the words will come sooner. Anyways, that's my 5 minutes for today regarding Mark Learns French, or as it is in French, Mark Apprend Français. So, with that, au revoir.